Hey, welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. This is Dad with one of his bears he shot in northern Minnesota, and this is the one that tried to attack him, and he put a stop to it with this old 45. This is a this is a family gun. My grandpa left it to me when he passed, and Dad took it with him on a hunting trip. It's just an old JP Sour. It's nothing special, but he took it with him on that hunting trip to Minnesota, and on the last day, last light, he shot a bear. He'd been seeing some sows with cubs, but he didn't want to wean them off, so he shot this little bit smaller bear, and he said he didn't get a real great shot on it, and but he did hear it crash, and it wasn't too far away, so he got down out of the stand. He had this Colt on his side, and he laid the rifle on the ladder stand so he didn't lose it. And I don't know if you've hunted in northern Minnesota, but it's a bunch of little trees about as big as my thumb, like every square foot, every direction. It's annoying, and they all kind of bush out about this high, so you're pretty much on your hands and knees crawling through. And the bear took off, and he was following, a good blood trail through the mud and down on his hands and knees and crawling through, and he got to the spot and he kind of got hung up a little bit, and he was backing out, and he kind of had to turn on his side a little bit, and in all that commotion, that's when the bear stood up. It was pretty close. And still steady Eddie Dad, he just pulled the old 45 and put one in him. He hit it pretty hard that time, and there was like a 3-inch tree limb just right by him, and Dad thinks that maybe the bear thought that did it to him or whatever, but he said he just laid into his teeth and both claws, and he was just tearing that thing up, and since he was stuck there, then he put a couple more in it and finished it off. But he's laying down there in the mud, and he realized that he had shot 5 of his 6 rounds. So for years we gave him crap about saving that last one for himself if the bear got any closer. But anyway, he ended up getting it put down, and everybody was safe and all that. But it's just kind of an entertaining story. I thought I'd share. This thing's been all over too. I know I talked about my GP, and this thing, my grandpa carried it when he was ranching in Oklahoma and Texas and stuff, and on the rodeo circuit. This was his cowboy gun, and Dad was able to use it successfully on that hunt and maybe save his life. Who knows? But anyway, if you've ever been in the bush with a bear, or had a brush with a bear, or you got a cool cowboy gun or whatever, go ahead and comment down below. Tell me your story, and if it's cool enough, hell, maybe we'll get a hold of you to do some kind of a video together. So we'll see you next week for Whiskey Wednesday, if not sooner. See you later.